All right, science students, listen up. Finals are just around the corner, and I know you're looking for that last-minute boost. Well, you found it. We're about to fly through the biggest, most important concepts from your syllabus in one super-fast revision session.
I get it. The pressure's on, right? But don't you worry. Think of this as your secret weapon for a quick, effective review of everything you need to know. You ready to lock in this knowledge for good? Okay, let's do this.
First up, we're diving straight into life science. Yep, biology. This is all about getting a handle on the incredible, complex world of living things that surrounds us every single day. Okay, let's start with a really big idea, biodiversity. What is it? It's just the amazing variety of all living things on Earth. Kind of like nature's giant library, right? And every single species is its own unique book. Grasping this is step one to understanding life itself. So where does all this life actually live? Well, that's an ecosystem. And here's the key thing to remember. An ecosystem isn't just the plants and animals. Nope, it's also how they connect with all the non-living stuff around them. The water, the sunlight, the soil, it's all one big connected system. Ah, a classic exam question. Food chain versus food web. A food chain is super simple, right? It's a straight line. Grass gets eaten by a rabbit, the rabbit gets eaten by a fox. Done. But a food web, that's a lot more like real life. It's messy, more like a tangled web, showing how that same fox might also eat a mouse, and maybe a snake is also after that rabbit. See? It's all about those connections.
And what about the energy moving through these webs? The most important thing to remember is that it only flows in one direction. It all starts with producers, think plants, soaking up that sunlight. Then it gets passed on to consumers who eat the plants. And finally, you've got the decomposers who break it all down. They return nutrients to the soil, but that energy, it gets used up along the way.
Okay, time to switch gears. We're going from the big picture of ecosystems and zooming way, way down to the tiny stuff that everything is made of. Let's jump into the world of chemistry.
So what is everything made of? Elements. Just think of them as the universe's ultimate Lego bricks. Each element, like gold or oxygen, is a totally pure substance made of just one kind of atom. They are the absolute basic building blocks of all matter, period.
Now these elements combined to make all sorts of things, and we can often sort them into acids and alkalis. And how do we tell them apart? The pH scale is your best friend here. Anything with a pH below 7 is an acid. Think lemon juice. Anything above 7 is an alkali, like soap. And 7, right in the middle, that's perfectly neutral.
So what do you think happens when you mix an acid and an alkali together? You get a cool reaction called neutralization, where they basically just cancel each other out. And the result is always the same. You get a salt and you get water. It's a simple and super important chemical reaction to know.
Okay, we've done life, we've done matter. You ready for our final section? It's all about the rules that tell us how everything moves and uses energy. It's time for a few quick facts from physics.
The most basic idea in all of physics has to be force. And you know what? It's just a push or a pull. That's it. Nothing in the entire universe starts moving, stops moving, or changes direction without a force making it happen. Forces make the world go around.
Now, pressure is totally related to force, but it's all about how concentrated that force is. Think about it. Why can someone wearing a high-heeled shoe sink into soft grass, but someone in flat boots doesn't? Same person, same force. Well, it's because the heel focuses all that force onto one tiny spot, creating way more pressure.
Let's talk about energy, renewable versus non-renewable. The difference is actually really simple. Renewable sources like solar and wind, they're never going to run out. They just keep replenishing themselves. But non-renewable sources like coal and oil, well, they're finite. Once we use them all up, they are gone for good.
All right, I hope you're feeling sharp because it is time for the lightning round. I'm going to flash some key terms on the screen from everything we've covered. Your job? Try to shout out the meaning just before I do. You ready? Let's go. Photosynthesis. That's how plants use sunlight to make their own food. Next one.
Atom, the teeniest, tiniest building block of literally everything. Come on, keep up.
Inertia. You know, that's why you lurch forward when a bus suddenly brakes. Objects just want to keep doing what they're already doing.
Density. This is all about how much stuff is packed into a space. It's why a giant steel ship can float.
And last one, mixture. Think about salt water. The salt and water are mixed together, but they aren't actually bonded. You can still separate them. And time.
And that's it. We just blew through biology, chemistry, and physics in just a few minutes. So, take a deep breath.
You've done the studying. You know this stuff. You are absolutely ready for this. You've got this.
So, I'll leave you with one last question. All these facts and ideas aren't just for getting a good grade. Science is how we understand the world. So after the exam is done, ask yourself, how are you going to use this knowledge to make sense of the amazing universe around you? Now go in there and ace that test. Good luck.